Hi guys, welcome to a YouTube exclusive. So I'm going to be doing this solely on YouTube. I'm going to film something different for my podcast, but for you guys who are subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing this every once in a while for um, random things like makeup reviews. So this unfortunately is for the ladies. I hope that there are enough ladies out there who will watch and who will see this review. But also, there are going to be some other things like some Amazon reviews that I'll do, things like that. I'll strewn them throughout. But I am still going to be keeping the concept of the podcast and talking about different topics. I just didn't really have a topic this time, so I decided to do this as a YouTube exclusive. I have some makeup that I'm going to try out, and I also am going to be doing the same thing in the future with some other makeup that I'm going to be getting later on. Don't have it yet because I didn't purchase it yet, but it's makeup that I will be purchasing to try, and I'm going to give you a backstory before I go into it. So, I originally started using the CoverGirl Simply Ageless. I like the idea of the cream foundation in the pan where you can just run your finger and dab it where you want. I have used so many different kinds of foundation and struggled with the ingredients, struggled with basically the whole concept of like, well, what's good? What's, what am I looking for in a foundation? I did the whole, you know, cakey millennial thing. I did not, however, use the Dream Matte Mousse. I have not used that. Did not use that. I used, let's see, what did I use back then? I believe it was BB cream that I used at that point in time in my life. I think. Or did I not? Oh no, that was later. You know what I used to wear? Back in the day, remember like the stuff that was like all swirled and then you would like swirl it and like that's what I used. And I also would sometimes use I believe it was a CoverGirl. I believe it was a CoverGirl foundation that I would use. And I ended up going back to it later and I just I searched and searched and tried Revolution, tried ColourPop, tried even like Physicians Formula. I tried that for a while and I used it and I liked it and then I didn't like it. And then for a while I was just using some concealer and it just didn't do enough for my skin. So then I switched to that one with, the age-defying stuff and, being in my 30s, it was great. But I really am starting to look at ingredients now, like, even more than ever. And I came across one on Amazon that I had forgotten about this brand. You guys probably will remember it was all over Ulta for a while. It's the Juvia's Place. This is the Shade Sticks Multi-Purpose Foundation Stick. I got it in shade 0014A Tokyo. This is the outer box, the outer carton. Love the packaging. It's kind of cool. This is what the product actually looks like. I love the simplicity of it. It also has on the bottom of the actual product, it has your name and everything, shade tone. The top just pops off, and this is what she looks like. It's very light, so I'm hoping it's the right shade. I was in this one. I was in which shade? Oh, here we are. Shade 205 Ivory. So it should be similar. Looking at the packaging, so this CoverGirl one is 4 ounces and it's about $20. This was $11.99 with tax. I paid $20.50 for it, and it's 0.34 ounces, so it's less product, but I am spending less, and I don't wear a lot of makeup anymore, so for me, it's just worth it. Especially with better ingredients. The ingredients list is all on the back of your carton. It's looking at the ingredients. It's got beeswax. It's got candelilla wax. That's a weird word. Got shea butter, and it's looking at foundation. It's hard to find foundation without a ton of stuff in it. This seems to have the least amount of terrible ingredients. It's hard to find makeup that isn't bad for you. It's just the way that it is. Unfortunately, if you're gonna wear makeup, you're probably gonna have some bad stuff in it. So for me, I just don't wear it a lot. I don't always have, like, not that I don't have time, but like I don't make the time. Does that make sense? You have time for what you make time for. And I just don't make time for doing it all the time. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. And so I mostly wear makeup to go to like work. So if I don't do it, then I don't do it. It's just it doesn't matter. It's just how I feel. I wish I would have washed my brushes. But again, I don't use a lot. So these are the only 2 brushes that I use for the foundation, and it's the only thing that I'm gonna be switching. So my guess is it'll be fine because, like I said, I don't really use that much. And, like, there's nothing coming off on the brushes, so should be fine. I already have my skin clean, and I've been using the Goat's Milk Stuff lotion stick. This stuff is really nice. It's not greasy, but it hydrates my skin, and it's really easy to use. I can just put it under my eyes, on my eyes, and then I put it, especially over here. I have a lot of dryness here because I have sideburns because Sicilian girl problems. I have sideburns, and so I nair this area, like this, right here, like down to right about my jawline. I will nair it, and I nair all around my upper lip and lower lip because, yeah. So I need to make sure I get super hydrated with that, and I also use an almond oil goat's milk soap. So it's goat's milk made into a soap with almond oil, and it's really, really good. So, but yeah, so that's already done. I don't use any primer. I don't think it really matters. I've used primer. I've not used primer. I don't see a difference. It doesn't really seem to make a difference, so I don't use it. I don't waste the money on it. Some people notice it. I don't. So if you don't, I say don't use it. That's fine. So most people would just, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use my fingers I'm going to start with a light amount on my finger, and I'm going to see how it blends. Their stuff has a clay scent, which I don't mind. It's a pretty natural product. I don't remember what I used from them. I got from Ulta, like, back in, like, 2013 or something like that, when, like, everybody was obsessed with Ulta, and I cannot tell you what it was that I bought, but I bought something and I loved it, and I totally forgot about this brand, and when I was looking into organic foundation, this one had popped up the, like, 5th time I looked. When I say, like, I started looking for something, I will search and search until I find what I'm looking for. Because, I guess, OCD. But I did find this, and I was like, I forgot about that brand, and I remember really loving what it was, and I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was a highlighter. No, it wasn't a highlighter. Maybe an eyeshadow palette. It might have been an eyeshadow palette. That was like a $3 like deal. You know how they had like they have like the things that you can grab like at the end of your shopping trip, and like they really just want you to spend more money. Yeah. I think that was what it was. Or it was like a free gift that I could pick, and I decided to pick it. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. It was something like that. Okay, so as far as application, it seems really nice. It's pretty sheer. Um, but it's not doing anything. So for me, like, my skin is still kind of peeking through. Um, and I'm gonna get real close in the viewfinder. I mean, you can see it, but like when I'm, like, I don't want to cake it on because I'm also not really using it in a lot of places. Well, that's not terrible. Okay, it's not terrible. I'm not really using it in a lot of places. I'm really just using it in like the main areas, like the areas where I think need a little attention. That's usually how I do my makeup. Anymore, I just do like a light touch. Just because I personally like having a little bit of color without feeling cakey. That's just, for me, the way that I like my makeup. It's not something that I really make a big deal out of anymore. I did for a while, and now I just did it. So we're gonna do the other side. I definitely like a stick foundation or something that's like a cream, because as I'm like getting, it sounds so stupid when I'm saying like getting older, but like my skin is aging. So like I don't need certain things, but I do need other things. So like the way that like the way that I do my makeup it's changed. So like some people would be like, "Oh, your skin isn't that bad. And it's not. But, like, I'm trying to keep it that way. And I'm also trying to look like a normal person. Like, I don't want to look like, you know, I'm going to the club when really I'm just going to work. Like, not to offend. Like, I'm not trying to, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Like, you do you. But it is not my vibe. It's not my style. I'm not that kind of person. So for me, I like a nice, fresh look. I like something that is, you know, pretty natural. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it natural. Then I used to be like, oh, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it up. But, like, I don't really have that mentality anymore. I've kind of lost my touch with that. And so now this is me. So, yeah. I mean, personally, I think it's fine. Like I said, I'm not looking to look like I'm going to like a photo shoot or anything. I want to look like I'm just put together. That's really, really all I'm looking for. Blendability is great. Seems like it's real easy to kind of move it, get it where you want it. And yet, I don't have to cake it on to get it to work. So, not too bad. I'm gonna take this little one and I'm just gonna tap it in, pick up a little bit to do these areas you guys already know. If you watched me for any length of time, you know I have issues with those little freckles that I don't want to be seen when I am wearing makeup. Sometimes I have to do it a couple times to get it to work. And then I have one on my nose. And one here. Okay. And sometimes I'll take whatever's left and kind of work on these, like, corners, because sometimes the corners are a little dark. And I just want to brighten the corners. And also the inner corners. It just seems like it's a place where I kind of lose color. And so I want to kind of add a little color to it. So all in all, it's not too bad, I don't think. We'll see how it wears, but it seems like it's not too bad. Seems like it'll be really nice, quick application. I mean, again, looking in the viewfinder, you can see my skin, but it's not like anything. Like, it's still there. Like, when I back up like this, you can see how it evened it out. How it evened out my skin tone. I don't necessarily me get a little bit more on that under eye there. I'm just gonna take my little brush. I'm just gonna and oh, that's better. It definitely blends well. But it's not the type that like it's gonna move once you get it on. I've noticed with some of the stick foundations, people are saying like it moves. I don't feel anything moving. So it's gonna stay where you put it, which is good. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup the same way. I don't have anything new on that. I want to see how it reacts to this other stuff. I'm going to go ahead and keep the camera rolling while I do some of it. I'm going to start this. I'm going to go ahead and do my bronzer first. It's the same ColourPop bronzer that I use all the time. I don't really use a lot of it. I use it, for the most part, on my eyelids. You've already seen me talk about this, so it's not anything new. This is just kind of like my go-to throw it on makeup look for work, which is super easy. Super, super easy, soft, light, quick. I'm like really early getting ready, but I decided I wanted to get this filmed, so this one I'm going to see how it reacts with the makeup stick. This is the Cheek Heat from Maybelline. I'm in shade number 10 in Rose Brulee. So, gonna just work that in a little bit with my finger on the high points of my cheeks. And then I'm going to for me, doing the circular motions with the big fluffy brush gives a dual purpose blending and makes this kind of come together and kind of be like a natural kind of finish. Not too bad. I just liked personally having something, like I said, lighter, softer, more natural, more simplistic about my makeup look. I don't know. I like to look clean. I like to look fresh. When I do my makeup, I don't want to look painted on. I don't want to look cakey. I don't want to look like that. I just want to look like I put something together. That's all I want to look like. I don't want to, win any fashion awards. I don't want to, do anything crazy. I just want to look like I cared. Like today, she cared. And I I think it depends on, like, what you're doing for the day. Sometimes I'll add a little eye look or I'll add a little lipstick. Today I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. So some balm, kind of keep it light, but not too bad. Gonna put some highlight on top. And again, the ColourPop highlight. I considered doing a liquid highlight as well as a liquid bronzer, but I don't know, I just like the way this one looks. And I always go way too heavy on the highlight. That's one thing that I do. I probably always look like some, like, weirdo, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Um, yeah. I think it's pretty good. Like I said, you can see my skin peeking through, but there's no, like, when I back up like this and I cover up, like, the shadows, it's not terrible. Not too bad, I don't think. It also blended well when I did the bronzer on top of it. It's not cakey, so I think it's pretty good. I, like I said, I'm just trying to move into a more natural approach. When I do wear makeup, I want things that are better. Not everything is gonna be, not everything is gonna be able to be better. There are some things that I don't think you're gonna find better because of the actual nature of the product. Um, you're just not going to see that, and that's okay. Like, I don't think, like, every single thing has to be, you know, like, not everything has to be 100% natural as far as, like, makeup is makeup, but there are certain things that if I can, I want to. It's just the way that I am. If I'm going to pay attention to the nature of the things that I'm putting into my body, then I want to pay attention to the nature of the things or the ingredients of the things that I'm putting on my body, as much as I can. So, like, certain, like, this stuff, this is CoverGirl brow stuff. I don't think I'm gonna find anything different than that. Nothing's gonna not have the stuff in it that this has, unfortunately. So it has to be what it is. But in saying that, this is going on my eyebrows, which isn't the best place, but it's not the worst place. This was going on my actual skin. My actual, like, plain old skin. So that's gonna go a lot deeper than this. That's a lot more serious. So, my moisturizers are gonna go straight on my skin. My face wash is gonna go straight on my skin. I don't want those things to have bad things in them. Another thing that I'm really getting concerned about is mascara. So I have one that I found that I am gonna order. It seems like it's natural. I'm gonna try it. It seems like every natural mascara you're trying to find is not actually natural. It has all the bad stuff in it that you don't want. So for that, I'm not gonna pay it's a lot of money, but they're not actually natural. And the one that I did find that looked natural they had it in brown, not black, and I like a black mascara. I don't like a brown mascara, personally. Like, if you do, then go for it. But for me, I don't. It's something about my makeup that I feel like maybe I carried it from being a teen or the, like, mid 2000s, early 2000s. Like, I was in high school from, like, 05 to 09. So, basically, I spent a vast majority of the 2000s in high school and was, you know, trying to learn about makeup during a time when that was a big deal. So maybe I'm just carrying it with me from that. Maybe it's leftovers, but you know, hey, whatever. Um, but because of because of that, I guess, I do want more options. So I want a black mascara. Sorry. So if that's something that can be done, then I'm gonna try it. Um, I also found an eyeliner. Those are things that are going directly in and on my eye. That it gets scary, guys. Like, right now I have the Maybelline Unstoppable liner and the CoverGirl Professional mascara. Those are not natural. So, we're gonna switch as soon as I can. Like, as soon as I can. And I mean, some people would say, "Oh, why bother?" Because your health is important. um for me, like I said, I don't wear a lot of makeup, so like that's another thing that people would be like, just don't wear makeup. I don't. But when I want to, I want to know that I'm at least doing as good as I possibly can. That I am finding the best possible product for staying healthy. And, you know, am I always gonna get it right? No, I'm not. Because I'm, I mean, you learn as you go. Um, Living a healthy lifestyle is a learning process as you go. You find things that you need to switch out, or that you need to get rid of, or you need to stop doing, or you need to start doing. Things you need to pay attention to. And yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? So I I don't know. I mean, maybe for somebody else that's not a priority. For me, it is, and it's something that I'm going to try to stick with. So for now, we have this, and then, like I said, I am going to come back when I get those other products, and I am going to test those out. Um, I am going to be, talking about some Amazon reviews coming up. I'll do, if you guys want, I have some stuff that I got from Amazon that I really like and I want to kind of shout out. If you guys are interested, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna do, on this end. And you can also leave me a comment of topics that you'd like to talk about, you'd like me to talk about for the podcast. If there's something that you are interested in, let me know. And we will talk about it on the podcast. Because currently I have no real direction of what I'm going to talk about this week. So let me know. Please comment down below. Please give me your thoughts. I would love to answer any questions. I would love to, just talk. I definitely don't hate this mascara. So, I mean, it's not something that I am like, I hate it, it's terrible. It's not. It's good. I just, like I said, I really want to find things that are better. Better for you. Some things, like I said, I know I'm not gonna, and that's okay. Like, I'm not worried about some things. Cause like I said, like certain things, like the cheek heat, I actually like it, and I'm using such a minute amount that it's not gonna matter, and there's a barrier. So it's not actually gonna go that far into my skin. So like if I can't find something better, then I'm not gonna worry about it. Like highlighter, it's powder. It's fine. Again, bronzer, it's just basically powder. It's fine. I was gonna go with liquid bronzer and liquid highlight, but I honestly think I'm just gonna stick with the powder. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Some people don't even do that at all. Some people just do a little bit of blush. So, I don't know. Oh, shoot. Maybe I will look into Juvia's Place for that. Because I haven't really looked at that. So. And now I got mascara on my eyelid. So we have to fix that. With a wet Q-tip, of course. I mean, final thoughts before I go ahead and do my hair. I really like the blending. Let me see if I have any battery life left in my, no I don't. I don't have battery life left in my mirror. I personally, let me get real close. I mean, that's my skin. I mean, it looks normal, hydrated. I didn't put any down here. I might. Let me see what it does. I have like funky pores, so I have to be careful how much stuff I put. But we're gonna, on here, just kind of like, did it cover? Did we see? Do we see it? Do we like it? What do we think? What say we? Here, wait. Let me. Oh, yeah. I would definitely say this covers well. Here's the thing. All my full coverage girlies who are getting into your 30s, and now I understand. You want to look, you want to look like, you know what I mean? You want the light to pow, right? But, I mean, this is, let me get my hair done, and then you'll see. Okay, so I'm not quite done. Want to just double check everything, but that's what it looks like with, like, my hair's kind of crazy today. I can't get it to do anything else. But this isn't terrible, right? Right? Am I crazy? I don't know. Is it right? I've been talking way too long for one little thing, have I? Not really, though. Okay. I mean, this is mainly what you'll see. This is mainly what you're going to see when you look at me. I mean, that's not bad, right? Right? I don't know. Did it work? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Hopefully this stays well. Yeah. This works. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys will continue to tune in to my podcast. That's going to be up Sunday. I am going to film this week, get some recording this week, and then upload Sunday. I am going to upload this right away. This is just going to get edited and uploaded, so you're going to be watching it in real time. Yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know down below if you know of any other beauty products that are natural, actually organic and natural, no other ingredients that you like. Oh, I didn't do my lips. Let me just do that really quick. While I'm finishing up, I'm just gonna take my lotion stick, and I'm actually gonna just take my finger and put all of that, because it's not gonna hurt, because it's goat's milk. Because I gotta finish my coffee anyway, so. But yeah, that is the finished makeup look. Gonna throw on some earrings to go with this work outfit, and it's super early. I have like almost an hour and a half before I have to leave, but that's okay. It's fine. I just wanted to come on and review this, but again, we'll be reviewing more stuff later. Stay tuned, girlies, and everybody else. Also, everybody. No. Also, everybody. Yeah. English is very difficult language, isn't it? Anyway. Also, everybody, make sure you're tuning in Sunday for a new topic on the podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye-bye.